Today we're going to talk about the volcano that killed millions of people. The second biggest eruption ever. It actually killed a total of 4.93124698621430 billion people.
That's half of the world population.
Stop! That's gonna pick up on
I can't do anything anymore with this stupid mic.
Okay.
Yeah, he tried to go to the bathroom, but we heard everything he had to say. We'll put it in the bloopers.
Not really. That part needs to be cut out of the bloopers. The mic, it was like, it was super glitchy because he was going,
Mind you, I was just taking a pee.
So, this volcano brought us down to a total of 1 million people in the world. Okay,
Million.
so here's how it started. It was, what was the year?
2035.
So it was just, normal mountain, and then somebody infused it with lava. It's highly illegal to infuse lava into a mountain.
Sorry, guys. Nicholas is being a bad boy.
Had to lock the door so he doesn't escape again. You can tell when he's thinking about it. It's pretty obvious.
I'm balding, guys.
So, and then all of a sudden, 10 seconds later, kablooey, the guy died. Everybody died. He put in way too much, and he did not balance it out with the water, right? There were about 100 people taking pictures of volcanoes. All of them died.
Wonder what else disappeared?
What, your father?
Yeah.
He's laughing at the fact that he died.
Should I get dreads or braids? We got school tomorrow. We got school tomorrow.
Hey, we have school tomorrow?
We got school tomorrow.
So, volcano. It killed like 4 celebrities. Who were they?
John.
John.
Paul Gaultier. No phones. You weren't even using your phone. I don't know why.
Now we're going to test the theory. Are we addicted to our phones?
I see right there. Hey, the camera.
Sorry. You guys had to look up Jensen's names.
With all the buggers.
The bats in the cave.
Buggers. And all the gold in the mine. The volcano killed the dude who invented Adidas. It also killed the dude who created Samsung and Apple.
It killed the guy that invented Kale's haircut. Which
we're glad that happened.
And the dude who invented Jensen's haircut. The reason he got it is
it killed the inventor of the wheel, which transitions to our next topic. The wheel. It was invented.
I'm the Sagatron 3000.
Pull your pants up.
We're gonna get demonetized. I heard from my mom that she was on your stream the other day last week.
She was. Back in 1953, the wheel got invented. It was a great time. It was super fun. Cars finally worked. People were building them, and they just pushed them.
Yeah, what was crazy about that is they had the engines, they had the motors, they had the car batteries, they had CarPlay in the cars. They just didn't have a wheel in it. They didn't have, the wheels on them. They didn't have a steering wheel. They didn't have tires, rims, wheels.
They just, rolled. You have the car body, and you push the gas, and it goes... And then you push the gas again, and it goes... And it just keeps rolling,
Before that, when they had that time, there was an increase in concussions.
So yeah, brain trauma, it was a big thing. And that's also when they invented doctors. They needed to fix the brain trauma. Neurosurgeons were a real thing. And they came in and they fixed your brain up. They just rewired it completely. It's like your brain's all those weird cells, wavy cord things, and they basically just tangled the cord in a different way to fix you. Right? They had no clue that was making it worse, and that's why us are the great-great-grandparent kids are like them. So
we're going into a really serious topic now.
Yeah, really serious. So we're gonna talk about a war. It's actually really sad.
It's nothing to joke about.
It's nothing to joke about. Why is it being included in this podcast? Because we are trying to commemorate it, you know? So it's World War Zero. Nothing to joke about. It started basically somebody threw a chair at somebody else and everything went down. You know, it started out, oh hey, oh no, it slipped out of my hand, I'm sorry. And he was like, hey, I'll take you to the hospital. And he was like, no, and then started to fight, and like this guy was already dead, but then like he was still fighting somehow. And we think it's that neurosurgery stuff. And then people were like, oh no. So everybody was like, okay, yeah. So this is all, obviously since this happened, since this violent act happened, let's just all start violent acts and then all just start to go to war. Every single country just went to war, and it resulted in some horrible deaths. And like I said, nothing to joke about, nothing at all. Well, we're not going to go into detail on the people who died.
Check 1, 2.
There was too many people who died to go through every single person. But you gotta feel bad for them. You know, like it was a war for no reason. That's what they called it.
We have
50.
War for no reason.
Here, I'll name you 5. I'll name you 5 people that were the most impactful. John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith the first. John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith the second. John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith the third. John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith Quattro, and then John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith 5.
Dude, that guy?
Yeah, that guy. That guy really. I don't know. What do you say that?
But nothing to joke about, guys.
Yeah, John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. He's just or the 5th.
58 trillion people died.
So let's talk about Taylor Swift.
No. Taylor Swift was involved in the war. She fought hard in the war. Oh man.
She's probably the reason.
She was the reason that we won the war because she fought so hard for our country. She ended up. She took out 4 insane world leaders.
You guys want to get blinded? The War of 625.
The War of 625, World War Zero. It was horrible.
It goes by a lot of names.
It goes by, in fact, why don't you name them all, Nicholas? Why don't you name all the names? Why don't you?
I named one. The War of 1625.
Okay. Well, somebody called it the Water Bottle War. Somebody called it the,
obviously the Chair
the
War.
Cannonball War, the Chair War, the Taylor Swift War. That was Super Bowl 58.
Those are the main names for the war, and then there's some like smaller countries that I don't really know about.
Well, there was the Taylor Swift took out our world leader war. Taylor Swift was a lot different back then. The lipstick she wore was blood.
Taylor Swift looks like a clown. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Taylor Swift. Don't sue me.
She's gonna kill you. I've heard the military training for her. She was like, "Yeah, I'm ready to serve." And then she like apparently like caught on super fast. Ended up, she was just like way ahead of the game. They were like, you know what? We're gonna move you to your Commander Lieutenant the 4th.
I'm a Swiftie, guys. Sorry. Sorry for never telling you.
What time are we at?
Time for you to get a watch.
Sorry, my retainers are falling out.
The war really ended when
Jason Kelsey just ran up to her, like Jensen did the camera earlier, just picked her up, like the Hulk in the first Marvel's movie, first Avengers movie.
All right, welcome to my vlog. This is my vlog. Oh yeah, can't forget about the bombs. So Taylor Swift was actually the Dolphins. They were part of they fought in the war.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Christian Wilkins?
And
He's
so
my dad.
Nicholas is just laying on the floor giggling. Oh, also, the clock was a big portion of it. It happened within 24 hours, start to finish. People kept an eye on the clock. They were like, okay, we need to make sure we know exactly how long this war goes, just because, why not? Back then, they didn't have refs for war.
I'm Bob Marley's grandson. Yes, every little thing is gonna be alright. We were on Nicholas Jensen and I were on the Discord call, join the Discord server. And I was over here talking about Bob Marley, my grandfather, for like an hour straight. Shout out Big Dog.
He's very talented with the piano. In fact, he was the first piano player ever.
Hell, tested for the dude who created pianos.
I was over here. I'm like Mozart.
You'll see that in the bloopers.
I'm like that. What can I say?
Oh, let's talk about when wizards were around.
Yeah, there's this guy. He was a wizard, Adonis, and he was like, he liked a lot of things. He only liked stuff if the person he was talking to liked it, which was kind of weird because he had no real personality of his own, which is why they executed him. Not because he was a wizard or anything, but because no one liked him.
Mm-hmm. He was just an annoying person.
He had no real opinions.
But he had one single friend who taught all of his tricks. This guy was like, I'll avenge you! What was his name?
It was, I think it was Jermaine.
I'll avenge you, Jermaine!
Yeah, it was Jermaine. I think it was either Jermaine or...
And he started practicing black magic. And eventually he went insane. He got way too powerful. He ended up, killing a ton of people.
He lost his nose.
Are we supposed to say unaliving on YouTube?
I don't think it matters.
You said killing like 50 times.
I know. He made all of his enemies pass away.
From natural causes. But yeah, his nose fell off one time.
It fell into his stew, bro. That was funny.
Yeah, he was over here eating like some cereal. He was eating Lucky Charms and he was like, and it fell out and then he ate it, so he never got it back.
Well, he did get it back just like a day later.
He technically, remember, matter is not created nor destroyed. Just altered. But yeah, so his nose fell off and it came out of him a few days later, but he didn't know. And up until a month later when he went up to his girlfriend, she said, "You have no nose." He didn't even know. He had no idea. He didn't know.
I was thinking the same thing. He had no access to mirrors, and all of his stews he couldn't see his own reflection in them.
He liked to sleep while eating.
And oh my gosh, he literally invented the splash potion of harming. It was quite crazy, guys.
He created Minecraft itself.
Yeah, he invented Minecraft. Great guy, but also a horrible guy. Just like an absolutely terrible guy.
Up until he went insane.
Dead. Yeah.
Anyway.
And then, but before he went insane, he was pretty cool.
Jermaine.
Before Jermaine died. And then Jermaine was he was a really annoying guy. Just got on everybody's nerves. But however, he never did anything. He was still a good guy. But then his friend, it ended up just going crazy. And then killed a bunch of people. After he killed the people, he created a potion that would hopefully bring back Jermaine, and it did, but only for 3 seconds. And so he's like, "Jermaine, my guy," and he was like, "Oh, what's up, my G?" And then just fell back down, because wizards invented they were the reason everybody calls each other G,
Yeah, how I'm Big G. It's like big, because Jermaine
Big wizard.
It was Germain, Jermaine. So that's why I was Big G, because he was Big Jermaine, because I'm Jermaine's bigger brother. Yeah, I'm his older brother. Good times.
Yeah, it was. Jermaine, what do you feel about his death?
That it was deserved.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was my brother. But I always liked being an only child. He was the type of kid that would go into Walmart and then you'd have to pick him up and drag him by his feet out of Walmart because you said you can't have any you can't have Legos, so you have to pick him up and drag him out
Yeah, he was.
while crying.
However, Kale got Legos. Kale emoted on his grave, bro.
You know that? Yeah, that's a good line. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But just remember, wizards are all bad people, guys. Never trust a wizard, and also never trust
Also,
kids.
never trust people.
How come you're not a wizard?
So you know how like you know those
Yeah, you're a witch. See?
because my dad was a wizard and my mom was a normal person and I just didn't get lucky. Or maybe I am a wizard.
Cast a spell on me right now. Cast a spell on the camera and turn it off.
Shaboing boing. Shaboing boing.